Hello, my friends. Welcome to Tarot C. This is it's Jam or it's Boobo. I think I am going to keep. I don't know. I think I haven't decided yet about Jam. I know so many people know me as Jam, so I'm happy either way, whether it's Boobo or Jam, whatever. Like I'm really happy with that. Tonight is the full moon. It's the blood moon. Let me just share that with you for a second. We need to go. How do I share? Oh, let me just show you. So I was just outside a moment ago, and I took this photo. I was waiting for the moon to rise. It's very blurry because it's dark, and my camera was doing kind of not weird things. It's very difficult to take a photo in the dark. So I just wanted to share that. I just want to keep this here because I thought what I'm going to do tonight is I'm doing a very general reading. So this may be for any of the any viewer that's listening. It's just a very general approach. You know, you might take something away from with this reading. So hang in there. Like this could be a message for you. Very general energy about the blood moon. So let me start. So what I had done, I came back inside and I just quickly drew a card. This is an Oculus Animi card, which is the 9 of Swords in reverse. And then I picked the yellow, came out first, and then this card here, which is the path forward. So I will pop these up. I did a little, script so that you can see these much bigger. Let's have a look at, so the first thing I want to say, the 9 of Swords in reverse. Now, let me just quickly check. Oh, yes, you can see the cursor. Great. The 9 of Swords in reverse. So first of all, it's a card to do with mental energies, thinking, planning, and in this scene, it's a nightmare, but it's reversed. So this actually means that mental energies attributed or used to worry, fear, are lifting. So this is a card that's starting to show some hope, that you're going to face the fears, a bit of inner strength. Now that is very interesting considering that the next card is yellow. So I want you to sort of understand that yellow and the 9 of Swords in reverse are very similar messages. Yellow, it's the solar plexus. It's the color of it's optimism, it's illumination, it's clear thinking, self-confidence. And in terms of its energy, it's about I can do this. It's the center of personal power and drive. So if you notice, like in the 9 of Swords, you'll see like there's a little candle, a little bit of a light shining. So out of the darkness comes this hope. The light, the candle in the darkness. There has been a bit of, so maybe for some of you, you would have the last couple of months may have been you might have been worrying a bit, not so sure about the future. I'm sure worldwide that this card is actually indicating a bit of the worries and tribulation that a lot of people are sensing. The yellow card actually is very positive. It's about optimism and confidence. So I won't say too much about in terms of the world, but I think in terms of ourselves internally, this card yellow is quite important for on a personal level. I don't want people to continually worry. So if you have been worrying, if you've got a project or something you're not sure where it's going or what you're doing with a project, with whatever, it's something that you're planning or something that you're thinking about. So it's something that you spend a lot of time in terms of mental energies worrying about or have worried about in the past. Now, the yellow is illumination. So that candle in the nine of wands, sorry, the nine of swords is quite important. Which then leads us on to the next card, which is the path forward. The path forward, you see, is in the dark. It's a dark card in the sense that it looks like night. There's a star. There's a star, or in my case, there was the blood moon, right? So that's and so it's at night. So in front of us is this path, and this is the path we want to follow. You'll notice there's a statue of Hecate there on the path. Very in the ancient days, that Hecate would show you the path forward. So there's little signposts, little signs, and so this really represents that there's if you allow yourself to receive messages from your higher self, or even your spirit guide, even your guide, your guardian angel, there is assistance there available for you, and they are showing there will be the path. But I think what I want everyone to take away this evening, this reading here is very, very interesting, because it's very much this image. It's very much the blood moon, the full moon, the lunar eclipse tonight, the blood moon. As you can see, there's a shadow. So whilst it's a full moon, there's a shadow passing, and there's refraction of the light. It's making the moon turn red. What I want you to focus on and think about this in terms of symbolism is that the moon, who we have become in our meditation, we understand her role as, illuminating the night, divine guidance and intuition, is that this shadow that appears in front of the moon tonight is very significant for us, because it represents this. It represents fears and anxieties. And as the moon's rising and it looks red and that shadow is cast, the shadow in front of the moon represents shadow thinking, shadow thoughts, dark thoughts or worries. See the correlation? But this very shortly, in an hour or so, that's going to lift. That shadow is going to pass. And that's what I want you to understand in this reading. If you are worried at the moment, those worries will pass. And the worries will pass as soon as you understand your personal power, this yellow. Yellow is a very powerful energy. It's a very powerful color. It's very optimistic. It's very happy. Those worries will dissipate once you understand that happiness and optimism will dissolve that. And so when we became the moon and we illuminated the earth, we sent silver and white energy. We sent that to all the peoples of the earth. This is very similar. We need to emanate yellow light from our solar plexus, from our center, the center of our being. And I can do this. Once we understand that it's really a little bit of a change. It's a change of perception of what we are, what we can do. Even if we're worried about something, there's always that little possibility that we can do something, we can do this. And so when we know that we can do this, that yellow, I keep pointing to the screen, but the picture's over here. So that yellow in the center is your illumination, the illumination that you see at the top, optimism, illumination, and clarity. That illumination comes from within you. The path forward is you illuminating, you starting to make the darkness dissolve, the worries, as the worries lift. So if you can go and buy I think we should all go out and buy some beautiful yellow flowers, or notice the yellow flowers in our garden. We need some yellow. We can, lemon juice, like make a lovely lemonade, or pineapple. Like, this is the thing, find some things that bring you happiness. This is also the blood moon. Well, for Australia, we're entering autumn. It's the first. It's the first moon of autumn. For everyone else in the world, it's the first moon of spring. So see how this yellow is very much. It's also the winter, the dying of winter, and the birth of spring. It's a very powerful, positive message, and I think I know that's counter what's happening in the world right now. But I think we all need a little bit of this. We all need to find our happy place, our happy centers, and find some things that will make us feel joy and feel happiness and feel optimistic. Maybe we need to turn off the devices and sit down and make ourselves some beautiful, lemon. I actually today, when I went to the shop, I actually thought I wanted to make some lemon muffins. I don't know why, like lemon, thinking lemon poppy seed, but see, like this lemony. I think I just needed a lift. A little squeeze of lemon to lift and brighten. We need a little lift and brightening. So if you're worried about a project or worried about certain things in your life and you're not sure how they're going, how you're going to do it or how things are going to move forward, just understand that part of this path forward is you giving yourself a little squeeze of lemon, a little, just to brighten it up, like, just rejuvenate the energy in your life. It might be yellow flowers, a beautiful big bunch of yellow flowers. Or, if it's still cold where you are, cook yourself up, make something really delicious with corn. Anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you tonight. I just wanted to share this little message of optimism. I do feel that's kind of what we need. And, clear thinking. Let me just, I had written some notes. I'm just going to read them to you. So the integrated message is allow the worries to dissolve and embrace the I can do this energy that's around at the moment. We need to embrace that. There is guidance available for you, as I said. Leave your worries behind you. The shadow passing the moon is symbolic of the shadow thoughts, of the suit of swords, thoughts and thinking. But you can break these old patterns. It's like there needs to be a shift in thinking. And that's maybe why possibly try for a day, put down your device and not look at it. Don't watch, and see how you feel. Turn it off, completely off, and don't look at reels or news or whatever. Just try 24 hours of silence. Try 24 hours of clarity. Yellow brings clarity with confidence. The message from the solar plexus, from your center, is stop doubting what you already know. You know this, the action you need to take. But now is the time. You can choose. This is your time to choose your action. Notice the signs around you and allow yourself to take that first step. I think I'm feeling that. I know it's going to be really, really difficult to put down the device and to stop looking at, the doomsday, but let's try it, like 12 hours, 24 hours, whatever. Just turn it off and let's see how we feel. All I want to know is, how do you feel after that 12 hours, 6 hours, whatever you chose to do? The road or the path has always been there. It's just that anxiety has just fogged your view, so you haven't been able to see it. So again, the fear and worry, the shadow is passing. The path forward will be illuminated by the moon, but the moon is your intuition, your intuitive center, your solar plexus. That is you illuminating the path. It's giving yourself the permission to move forward. So this blood moon is not here to scare you at all. It's here to say that the fear is louder than reality. that your power is stronger than your doubt. And the way forward opens the moment you start to trust your intuition. You're not stuck, you're not lost, you're just recalibrating. This is a time, the new moon is kind of suggesting we just need to recalibrate. So the other thing is that we're not powerless. We might be feeling powerless, but we're not powerless. So remember that the yellow energy we're talking about is remembering your personal power and your drive to do things. You can do it. And the path is there. The path is there. Look for the signs, notice the signs, allow yourself to be open to signs and take the first step forward. Well, that's my little reading for the 3rd of March 2026. As the full moon is rising at the moment, there's shades of red, but very beautiful. Don't be scared. There is a Mercury retrograde at the moment, so things are a little bit, they're not really, they're not all falling into place, but you can do this. My friends, that's all for this evening. Have I ever told you how much I love you? Well, I do, and I'll be back very, very shortly. Okay, bye.